The summer transfer window is always full of surprises, twists, and headline-grabbing stories. But few stories in this window have captured the imagination and divided the opinions of fans quite like Liverpool's bold pursuit of Alexander Isak, especially as speculation intensifies over Darwin Núñez's potential move to Saudi Arabia. With the Premier League landscape shifting dramatically and Liverpool facing a crucial transitional phase under new head coach Arne Slot, the decision to go after Newcastle United's star striker Alexander Isak signals a monumental moment not just for Liverpool's attacking future, but for the identity of the club moving forward. Darwin Núñez arrived at Anfield in the summer of 2022 as a marquee signing. Much was expected from the Uruguayan striker who came off an impressive season with Benfica, where he showcased electric pace, physical strength, and an eye for goal. However, despite moments of brilliance, including some stunning goals and passionate performances, his time at Liverpool has been inconsistent. While some supporters continued to back him, others began to question whether he could be the clinical, composed finisher that Jurgen Klopp and now Arne Slot needed to spearhead their attack. His missed chances in big games, occasional disciplinary issues, and lack of chemistry with certain teammates meant that doubts slowly crept in. Meanwhile, Alexander Isak has emerged as one of the most exciting strikers in Europe. Since joining Newcastle United, the Swedish international has developed into a complete forward, graceful on the ball, lethal in front of goal, and intelligent in his movement. His performances in the 2024-25 season have made him one of the most sought-after players in the Premier League, with scouts from top clubs across Europe reportedly monitoring his situation. But now, Liverpool have made their intentions clear. They see Isak as the perfect fit for their system, a player who not only complements Mohamed Salah, but can become the long-term focal point of their attack. Reports suggest that Liverpool's recruitment team has already opened talks with Isak's representatives, and although Newcastle would be reluctant to sell, a bid in the region of £85 to £90 million could tempt them. The financial reality for Newcastle, particularly with UEFA's financial fair play rules looming large, could push them to make a difficult decision. Losing Isak would be a blow for Eddie Howe's side, but the opportunity to reinvest that money across several positions might make sense, especially if the player himself is interested in a move to a Champions League club with a rich history like Liverpool. But what makes this story more compelling is the other side of the coin, Darwin. Over the last few weeks, credible sources, including Fabrizio Romano and David Ornstein, have hinted that clubs in the Saudi Pro League have been preparing a blockbuster offer for the Liverpool striker. Al Hilal and Al Nassr are believed to be leading the chase, with Núñez reportedly open to listening to proposals. The allure of a massive wage packet, a fresh challenge, and the chance to be the poster boy of a growing football league could sway his decision. For Liverpool, the potential departure of Núñez wouldn't just be a transfer, it would be a symbolic shift. A bold move to pivot away from a player who was once considered the heir to Roberto Firmino. Arne Slot, who is preparing for his debut season at Liverpool, finds himself in the middle of a delicate situation. Having inherited a squad in mourning following the tragic deaths of Diogo Jota and Andre Silva, Slot must now delicately reshape a team both emotionally and tactically. Losing Jota was a heartbreaking moment for everyone at the club, and now, with Núñez potentially departing too, there's a gaping hole in the front line. Slot's vision for the team includes high pressing, intelligent movement, and tactical flexibility traits that Alexander Isak has in abundance. The Dutch manager is believed to be a big admirer of Isak's calmness on the ball, his ability to drop deep and link up play, and most importantly, his finishing in tight spaces. Sources close to Anfield suggest that Slot sees Isak as a player who can not only deliver goals but also set the tone for how Liverpool want to play in the post-Klopp era. While Isak may not possess the raw intensity of Núñez, he brings something different, a refined, almost effortless quality that has drawn comparisons with Thierry Henry. At just 25 years old, he's entering his prime and could be the cornerstone of Slot's attacking philosophy, but signing Isak won't be easy. Manchester United have also shown interest in the player, and reports claim that they're prepared to hijack the deal at the last minute. Erik ten Hag is looking for a striker who can complement Rasmus Højlund and add more firepower to United's front line. With uncertainty around Marcus Rashford's future and Anthony Martial's fitness, Isak is viewed as an ideal addition. This has made Liverpool's push for Isak even more urgent, with insiders revealing that the club is prepared to move fast to avoid a bidding war. Liverpool's strategy in this window appears to be one of assertive action. Rather than waiting for dominoes to fall, they're attempting to shape the market. Already, they've let a number of fringe players go, including Nat Phillips and Tyler Morton, and they've begun reinforcing key areas with smart signings like Lenny Yoro and Alan Pepe. The Isak pursuit represents a shift, a willingness to go big when the right player becomes available, even if it means parting ways with someone like Núñez earlier than expected. Financially, Liverpool could justify the move if they receive around £10 million from Núñez's sale to Saudi Arabia. They'd only need to spend an additional £15 to £20 million to secure Isak, making it a manageable upgrade. Plus, with Champions League revenue returning and a potential new sponsor deal on the horizon, the Reds are in a strong position to spend wisely. The fanbase, however, is divided. On one hand, many supporters believe that Núñez still has the potential to explode, that his passion, work rate and raw physicality give Liverpool something unique. Others argue that Isak's elegance, composure and technical quality make him a better long-term investment. Social media has been ablaze with debates, polls and analysis, with pundits like Jamie Carragher and Alan Shearer weighing in. Shearer, in particular, has heaped praise on Isak, calling him one of the most complete forwards in the league today. There's also a sentimental element to consider. Núñez, despite his flaws, has shown immense heart. His emotional goal, celebrations, his fiery attitude on the pitch, and his connection with Latin American teammates like Luis Diaz have made him a cult figure. But in football, emotions often take a back seat to efficiency. And with Arne Slot looking to build a team in his own image, he may prefer a more calculated, clinical presence up front. Alexander Isak, for his part, has remained coy in interviews. When asked about the Liverpool rumours, he smiled and replied, "I'm focused on Newcastle, but in football, you never know." Behind the scenes though, his agents are reportedly intrigued by Liverpool's project, especially under a new manager eager to build something fresh. The next few weeks will be critical. If Liverpool can finalise a deal for Isak before the start of the season, it will send a powerful message that they're not waiting around, that they're ready to evolve. At the same time, they must manage the Núñez situation with care. The club will not want a drawn-out saga to disrupt pre-season preparations, especially given the emotionally fragile state of the dressing room after Jota's death. This isn't just a transfer story, it's a tale of ambition, of identity, and of transition. Liverpool are walking a fine line between loyalty and logic, between emotional connection and strategic precision. The decisions made now will shape the next 5 years of the club's attacking philosophy. Will it be Darwin's, chaos, or Isak's.com? The answer may define the Arne Slot era before it even truly begins. And as the world watches, one thing is certain: Liverpool are not standing still. They are moving, boldly and unapologetically, toward a new frontier. Whether it's Alexander Isak in the famous red shirt, or another name entirely, the message is clear. The Reds are ready to evolve, to rebuild, and to rise again.